Well, Leamington returns the Phillips 66 for the first time since their 4-0 hammering here against Kidderminster Harriers at the end of October. Since then, they've secured a 2-0 victory away to strugglers Nuneaton Borough to get them back on track. They had a week off last week as their fixture against York City was suspended due to their FA Cup first-round tie against Swindon Town that took the spotlight that weekend. And Paul Holleran will be expecting his fresh-legged side to come bursting out the blocks from the first whistle till the last this afternoon. He makes one change as Ahmed Obeng is still feeling the effects of that horrific head injury he suffered at Nuneaton Borough, and Connor Taylor comes in for him on the wing. They face a stern test against a Chester side who are 10 points better off than the host in the table and who are very much competing for a playoff spot as they seek a way back into the National League. With no win in their last 2 games, they'll be desperate for 3 points here to further increase their chances of promotion and to achieve that goal. Here's how the visitors line up. It's Grant Shenton in goal, Jonathan Moran, Simon Grand, Gary Roberts, Daniel Livesey, Stephen Howson, Daniel Mooney, Gary Stopforth, Craig Mahan, with Adam Dawson alongside top scorer Anthony Dudley up top, who already has 6 goals to his name this season. It's a poor ball easily intercepted in the middle. Here's Craig Mahan now, able to stretch his legs for the first time in the game. Ball's to the back post. It's easily cleared by Goodger. It comes out to Mooney. Easily blocked by Connor Goodger at the expense of a corner. And it comes then from Mooney. It's driven. It's cleared by Mace and helped on by Gittins. Bishop will get there first. First time fits Dunbar. Now then, here's Kieran Dunbar's got Gittins through the centre if you can see him. Callum Gittins in here. Good save. Ball back in. There's Colby Bishop. Couldn't set himself to guide that one on target, but Leamington broke superbly there. Edwards wins the header again. Here's Taylor. Finds a cross. It's spilled, and it's taken off the toe of Jack Edwards by Gary Stopforth. What a challenge that was. First time ball into Edwards. There's Gittins with a ball, looping ball into Dunbar. Grand gets there first. Here's Flanagan, space to run into now for the Leamington midfielder. It's not on the same wavelength of Colby Bishop. Here's Gittins, first time ball over towards Bishop. First time ball, there's Flanagan with the effort. Calls for hands there by the Leamington faithful behind the goal. Nothing given. Here's Gittins, Junior English. Kieran Dunbar now, easily past Grand. Can he get the ball across? He went for goal, and it was easily parried by Grant Shenton at the front post. Here's Edwards for Leamington. Kieran Dunbar looks for the run of Callum Gittins. Junior English will get there above Moran. He's lunged in there, Junior English, and it's given the other way. It's given to Leamington. And the referee is going to have a word with both players. It looked like lunged in. It's been given Leamington's way. The referee needs to take control of this situation here. He's being hounded by blue shirts and yellow shirts. He's telling everyone to go away, including captain Tony Breeden. It is only a yellow card for the Chester captain. Leamington need to make one of these corners count. In it comes. There's Jamie Hood at the back post. It's a great, I think it was a save or a deflection there to deny Jamie Hood. Had a free header at the back post. I think it was a combination of the centre backs and goalkeeper Grant Shenton keeping the Leamington defender out. Here's Callum Gittins, intercepts easily, and now yellow shirts flooding forward. Can he pick the pass, Callum Gittins? Flanagan now. Colby Bishop finds a way to Junior English now on the right hand side. Edwards was on the same wavelength as Dunbar. There's James Mace with a header over. Taylor's using his body there. Taylor! Straight into the arms of Grant Shenton. What a strike from Connor Taylor. Ball just set up from him. Just used his body to marshal out the way of the defender. It's Daniel Mooney standing over this one then. Whips into the centre. It's a header against the bar by Simon Grand. He's there again, and it's a terrific save by Tony Breeden to deny the left back once again. Still Grand now. Flanagan wins the challenge and will clear away. And it's a Leamington throw-in. Well, Chester inches away from taking the lead. Simon Grand first with a header that clattered the bar, and then with another effort when the ball fell to him. Tony Breeden with a fantastic reaction save to deny the left back, and the score remains 0-0 here at the Phillips 66. Just over 30 seconds before we'll see the officials advertising board. In it comes by Mooney. Simon Graham was there again. Here's Howson. Here's Mahon. Whip ball to the back post. Howson goes down in the challenge very, very easily there. Elliot Swallow shakes his head. Here's Mooney then. Takes Taylor down the line. Taylor just using his body excellently there to just shrug Mooney off the ball. And there'll be 3 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Adam Dawson trying to get the better of James Mace. Dudley is Mahon. Mahon gets a shot away. It's deflected. Straight into the arms of Tony Breeden. Early danger signs in the second half then for Chester. Shenton with a big boost upfield. Jamie Hood's under that one. Straight into Mahan. Here he is now striving forward. Tries to find a ball to Adam Dawson. Kieran Dunbar does well to keep the ball in play. Calls for hands. Nothing given. Howson will watch that out for a throw-in. Well, much like the start of the first half, it's a quick, high tempo here at the start of the second. Both sides eager to break the deadlock here. You feel in this tight game the first goal will be vital. Reece Flanagan then. Clip towards the back post. Headed out. Connor Taylor! What a save from Grant Shenton. Just stretching down to his left-hand side. Had to react very quickly there. It was curling away from him there. The volley there by Connor Taylor. And Grant Shenton did well to get down to his left-hand side and produce the save round the post. Great strike there by Connor Taylor. Jamie Hood once again is under the goal kick. Stockforth. Mahon will get onto that. There's Adam Dawson breaking away down the left-hand side. Dawson with the efforts. Had to be dealt with by Tony Breeden at his near post. And just parried it round the right-hand post. Tony Breeden, snapshot there from Adam Dawson. Floated in towards the back post. Livesey gets the ball back across. And blazed over by Stephen Howson. Wow, what a chance that was for Chester. Tony Breeden in no man's land. The goal gaping. All Howson needed to do was apply the finishing touch, and he blazed it over the bar from about 2 yards. It was Livesey who did so well to get the header back across despite having his shirt pulled at the back post. And Stephen Howson will be wondering how he missed that, as are the Chester faithful behind that goal. Remains 0-0. Shenton with a clip upfield. Here's Adam Dawson once again on the ball. Faced by Reece Flanagan. Gets the better of the Leamington midfielder. But he'll stick a foot in and concede the corner. And Mooney once again will jog across to take this. In it comes from Mooney. And it's off the line by Conor Goodger. It was a header there by, I think it was Howson with a diving header. Fantastic, got so much power behind it. Conor Goodger had to be so aware. And now Leamington come down the other end. And it's a wayward ball by Connor Taylor. But Leamington once again getting away with another one there. Fantastic defending on the line by Conor Goodger. Edwards wins it back for the breaks in midfield. Flanagan hounded out of it by two blue shirts. But he's found a ball out. Here's Junior English. Colby Bishop. Dunbar's made the run beyond him. Gittins now, a bit of space to run into. Callum Gittins. And again, good play there by Leamington. Callum Gittins now, can he get the ball across? Finds a ball straight into the arms of Grant Shenton. Brilliant intricate play there by Leamington. It's a joy to watch down that right-hand side between Gittins, Dunbar and Colby Bishop. Just couldn't apply the finishing touch. There's Jamie Hood. Free header for Lives into the back of Gary Roberts. This could be costly. Here's Dunbar. Gets the shot away. It's well wide there by Kieran Dunbar. And the referee's given a goal kick. The players are adamant it's a corner. Mooney turns away from Taylor easily. Mooney retains. Here's Dawson. Floats to the back post. English felt a touch. And Mahon denied once again by Tony Breeden. And the Leamington players complains to the referee that Junior English was pushed out. It certainly looked like it. Nothing doing from the referee. Another chance there for Craig Mahon to break the deadlock. There's Gary Roberts now. Mooney on the right hand side. Delivers a whip ball to the back post. It's well cleared by Junior English. Watch that all the way to the Leamington fullback. Connor Taylor just manages to retain possession in the centre. Here's Kieran Dunbar on the right hand side now for Leamington, trying to build something for the breaks. It's just muscled out of it, but it's been given away. Here's Kieran Dunbar. Can't find Colby Bishop. How many opportunities does Leamington need to put the ball in the net here? But now Mooney can come down the right hand side against Conor Goodger. He spotted Tony Breeden off his line. Went for the spectacular. Tony Breeden with a smug look on his face as he gratefully catches that. There's Dudley, chests it down for Adam Dawson, who latches onto it. Dawson now. Let's fly. Took an awkward bounce just before Tony Breeden had to watch that all the way. Leamington goalkeeper. It was right down his throat. Breeden up towards Connor Taylor. There's Edwards. And again, here is Bishop. Flicks on towards Taylor. He's away down the left-hand side here. Connor Taylor getting the ball across. Good save again by Shenton. And it's turned in by Colby Bishop. That could be the winner here. 8 minutes from time. It was a great move by Leamington. Colby Bishop flicking onto Connor Taylor. He got down left-hand side. Returned the favour to the Leamington striker. And he ciphers it into the corner of the net past Grant Shenton. That's his third of the season, Colby Bishop, since returning from that horrific injury. And he makes it Leamington 1, Chester 0. And what a goal that could prove to be for Leamington's season. This could be another scalp from Leamington of a high-flying team. And we'll see the board for added time any second now. Durumbre does well to flick on. Here's Moyhan. Gets the ball to the back post. There's Mooney with the header. Wide, far wide by Mooney, the glancing header. And Tony Breeden being no rush to take this goal kick. Here's Mooney then, one last chance for Chester. Mooney then goes for spectacular. It's a good save by Tony Breeden, had to be made down to his left hand side. Chester still alive here, here's Roberts. Mooney once again. Tries spectacular once again. Just over the crossbar. For a minute, the fans around me thought that was in. Holds his head in his hands. And that might just be that. Tony Breeden with a kick, play will continue. Flicked on, and there's the referee's whistle, and it's a fantastic 3 points for the Breaks. A fantastic performance. They went toe to toe with Chester all afternoon, competing for every ball. Brilliant intricate football at times as well by Leamington. One touch, two touch. It's a completely different outfit to what we saw against Kidderminster. And Colby Bishop striking on the 82-minute mark to give the Breaks all 3 points. They defending fantastic for the remaining 10 minutes, and it's finished here. Leamington 1, Chester 0.
So Paul, where do we start with that? What a great performance from Leamington there, and a great win to get. Were you thinking it weren't going to come the goal in the end?
Well, I mean, listen. I mean, we really. I mean, listen. Another thing, the fixtures have probably benefited us today. We've had a little breather. Chester have, Tuesday night game, Saturday game, Tuesday night game, and I thought that probably told early doors. We were really full of energy, building on the back of the Nuneaton performance and victory, and we always know this would be a real big challenge. And you always know, Bernard and Anthony's teams, they're going to be just what you've seen there today. They're going to be hard-working, honest, sprinkling of quality, and I thought it was a real test for us, really, because I've seen improvement, with us. Looked a bit busy the last couple of weeks, and a bit of a spring in the players' step again. So like you say, that was pleasing for me as the manager to see our players go toe to toe with a good side and come out on top. I think we probably overall just about deserved it. I know. Probably one or two chances, but Tony's pulled off a couple of great chances, sides as well. They've hit the bar, so I don't know. I think probably just. I don't think either set of players deserve to look. Because you just watch the game; it was a real proper game of football, and two very committed sides that went really for it, and it's certainly our best performance and result of the season. And it's tough to get back-to-back wins in this division, so we're delighted, absolutely delighted.
So obviously Colby Bishop and Rhys Flanagan started today. How well have they fitted into the side after coming back after taking such a long time out?
Well, brilliant. Obviously, we've been with Colby sort of all the way through, obviously, and I've seen how much how much it hurt him and how hard the early days were. So I think I touched on it before. It's great to see a young boy who has worked so hard to get back on the pitch as quickly as he has and performing well. I thought it might. We weren't sure. It's such a long time out. He got himself in such good physical condition, much better than he was 12 months ago, because he couldn't be in the physical condition he is now because of his knee. So, and what we did, obviously he'd trained probably 6 weeks with us, so he'd had a good pre-season, really. There was lots of people around me saying we need to get him out for a few games, but I didn't want to. I want to keep him in the group. He's such a positive person to keep around the group, such a good professional. Obviously, with Matthew going, the decision then was what to do, and I thought, well, let's just go for it. And listen, he's put in 3-4 really good solid performances as a number 9. Listen, he's getting on the end of things as well, which is fantastic. I mean, that's going to help him. It's going to really help him. Listen, at 21 years of age, a lot can happen. It's the same with Rhys. Rhys has had a tough 18 months with ACL and whatever, and he's just getting himself back up to speed. And listen, we've got a really strong in the middle of the park with Reece, with Callum, with Joe, and with Jack. It's nice. We're going to need all the options in the coming weeks with the games coming up. Just delighted. Obviously, I see them boys a lot more than you guys, for instance, and I see how desperate they are to do well. I see how committed they are. 21 and 23, and they're desperate to do well in football, and they give up so much for it. So all we can do is try and give them a platform. One, you hope we do well, but you want the boys to do well as well. So listen, delighted for them at the moment. So like I say, it's just keeping it going, really, keeping it all ticking over.
And then obviously going away now on Tuesday, how big will this result be for confidence for the lads?
Well, listen, obviously, I think this weekend, Chester and then going to Alfreton, you're playing two sides that are sort of, how can I put it, would be the benchmark of National League North football. Experienced, physicality, organised, hard working. And that's something that a model that we try and do. So we've come through this test today. Obviously, it's going to be harder Tuesday night. Obviously, one because we played today, but winning games is a great thing. People talk about lots of different reasons why players A, B, C, and D, and players look better at certain times. It's a lot of it's confidence, and at the moment, we've had a good few weeks, a couple of great results, and the players you feel the players. You can feel it around the place to training. There's a little bit of a buzz, and as we've always said, listen, we try and keep it in context when we don't get results, and when we do, we're the same. I think there's only been the odd time, a couple of times this season, when we do just the only time I'll be disappointed or question the players when we do drop our standards as an organised team and probably don't put the legwork in, which has happened a couple of times this year, but in general they've been good. But today was like a performance where we've put the legwork in, we've emotionally been in control, and at times we've had some real good quality and asked a lot of questions. So listen, it's a really good day for us, and it's great that us, Leamington, and where we are and what we're trying to do, that we can, I think it's an accolade to everybody here, really, that we can bring Chester City here now, and we can go toe to toe with them. So on and off the pitch, couldn't be happier.